Hello Utopians! In today's video we'll take a look at the final question of a previous Crucible, a free trivia game that you and your friends can play together right now. You'll see the entire question and have the opportunity to try and solve it for yourself before we take a look at the answer together. This was the final question for the second edition of the Crucible, and it challenged you to follow a series of instructions to solve this geography puzzle. You were shown a picture of your start location, as well as these instructions. If you want to try and solve this question for yourself, pause the video and give it a shot. Now, let's get to solving this. The first challenge was correctly determining the starting point of your journey, which at first glance looks like the Sydney Opera House. And if you started in Sydney, you might feel like you were making progress for a few of these steps, but you'd be heading, figuratively speaking, in the wrong direction. Instead, eagle-eyed players will correctly realize that this image is showing part of the Lotus Temple in Delhi. Now that we know where to start, let's find out where we're going. The first instruction tells us to rent an airplane similar to one a famous woman disappeared in. The Lockheed Model 10E Electra, flown by Amelia Earhart in her attempted expedition around the world, has a top airspeed of 325 kilometers an hour. Let's make a note of that for now. The airline we rented our airplane from is headquartered in the tallest skyscraper in its city. Known as the Sears Tower until 2009, Chicago's Willis Tower is home to United Airlines, an airline sporting the three-letter designation UAL. Next, let's figure out how long our first flight will be. The Knights of Ni are featured in Monty Python and the Holy Grail, which has a runtime of 91 minutes. Having figured out the first clues, we are ready for takeoff. Flying at our top speed of 325 for 91 minutes will take us just under 500 kilometers at a heading of 240 degrees, which takes us to the city of Jodhpur. The hill your crewmate parachutes down to is the Merangar Sun Fort, where a ghost appears and starts shouting at you in Sanskrit. The Sanskrit word for twin is Yama, referring to the Yamuna River, which runs through Delhi and continues on to our next destination. The ghost flies us to a square garden in front of a building designed by an architect with the initials UAL. History or culture buffs might immediately recognize the initials of Ustad Ahmad Lahori, the chief architect for the Taj Mahal in Agra. From here, we fly west-southwest again until a lake an Italian might consider small. This is Lake Piccolo in Udaipur, the site of the luxury hotel Taj Lake Palace. From here, there's just one flight remaining back to our starting point in Delhi. Looking at all our flights together, we can see that they crossed over one city, Jaipur. And that's it. How did you do in that question? Let us know in the comments. The final question of the current edition might be our toughest one yet, but we'll take a look at that answer together in our next video. Until then, Crucible 4 starts on Sunday. Have fun.